Some common.
Okay.
Common, yes. Oh,
Hi.
so exciting.
Hi, Daniel.
Yes, that's Daniel. And 你去那个 Facebook 那里看一下。
Okay.
Yes. Before we start, we have. Oh, yeah, we see the people in, so that it means that we are on live.
Okay.
Hello, Darren.
Hello. Hi, Darren.
Yes.
Hi, Junior.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Michael.
Michael Bird, okay. Long time no see.
Okay.
Hi, ladies. Yes. Hi, gentlemen.
Hi.
I think all are gentlemen, right?
Yes.
Most of the time. Yeah. So okay. So yes, same thing. Before we do the live, want to make sure that the camera and the audience good. Yes. Hi, Brandy. Say Corey and Fan. Yes. Oh, good morning. Yes. Good morning. I think 6:30 for you.
Morning, Moa.
Yeah. Ronnie.
Hey, William.
Hey, William Donald. Yes. Good morning.
The choice between watching the. Okay, thank you. Support us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank
can
you,
hear and see very well. Oh, that's great. And then yes. Before we start, because today we invite 3 more persons to join with us. Yes. 3 of them are the person that they watch our live.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
At least always. Yes. And then we will share some information, share our printer, and share our daily, our daily project. And before that, we have one thing that can be talked first. It's about our giveaway.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it might be fun that you can talk something about the giveaway or introduce about it.
Okay.
Yes.
We hold under survey 2 and the coupons giveaway today, and I will show you in our Creality official group. Okay.
Oh yes, this one.
You can see we hold the under survey 2 and the coupon giveaway only in our official user group, and we give so many gifts this time. One under survey 2.
Yes, the end of the movie too.
Yes, our new product.
I think they could be the first person to get that.
Maybe.
Might be okay.
If you get our under survey 2, I think we will ship it June the 25th around.
Oh, okay, so end of the June.
Okay, and we will send the 100 around 100 coupons. Yes.
Oh yes.
And to celebrate, we have 500 persons in our group.
Okay. So coupon always sometimes is good right now because sometimes we send a gift, but for some shipping country or some city we cannot send out. Yeah. So that's the best way. Yes, and also for some safety for the people that they want to get some printer or some filament.
Yes. And today we added around 600 people to join our group too.
Because of the meeting.
Yes. Because we send many emails to them and they get there. Yes. And we are so excited to have so many people to take part in our giveaway.
I think they need to hire somebody to take the good picture.
Yes.
That's the tips, right?
The rules is very simple. Just post your best print work in the post below the post, and invite the members in the group, all our friends to join our group and like your print. It's very simple, and we will choose the winner by ranking the likes numbers of likes.
How about if they have a short couple minutes? Like the video also can be work.
Yes, videos can also work.
That they might be can spend one or 2 days to do the editing.
Yes, and I can show you the coupon can use on our Creality official store.
Okay.
And
The Creality 3D official.com.
yes, yes. And
yes,
we
I
can,
know that. So, yeah, before somebody asked me to get the coupon, but they say why it doesn't work.
yes, yes. Okay. I think this is anybody can join our group to take part in the event to get master coupons and have the chance to win industry V2.
Okay, nice.
Okay, I think we can introduce our new guest. Okay.
Okay, so the next part, right? Our topic. The topic is we invite 3 loyalty friends, I think they are, to join with us. Yes.
Okay.
The first one is One.
Wow.
Hey.
Yes.
Hi guys.
One I think is the second time to join with us, right? The last time. Yes. And you are right now you become our volunteer in our LD002R.
Yes.
I have.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
And he tell us some orders that have problems, and we can help sometimes.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes. Thanks
He's
for your
a very
help.
good guy.
Yes, because we are recently we're very busy, especially for the CR6SE. So thanks for your help.
Yep.
Okay, so the next guy is
Steve.
Stephen.
Yes.
Stephen, hi. Yeah, this Stephen Hi is I remember him is I think for a long time ago.
Cat picture.
The cat image, right? It's always he always watch our live and tell me how to do the microphone.
Yes. He's our loyal fan.
And say that Creality, it's a big company. You have to upgrade your setting for your camera, for your microphone. Okay. Yes, we did that, but we need to step by step. Okay. Okay. Yes, and next one, and we have one more guy. It's Casey.
Hey everybody.
Yeah, Casey. How's that? I think Pierre, you know that I invite you to come and you are prepare your headset, right?
Yeah. My webcam's microphone's not very good, so I got to use the headset.
So it's not nice right now.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and the angle is really nice. I want to say that. Yes, and for you it's 6 a.m. right? No, 6:30.
6:30.
It's okay. It's good morning for you.
Yes, good morning. Good day to everybody else.
Yes, so welcome 3 of you to join with us to share your something about your printer and your print out or something that you print. Welcome.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
That? Yes. Oh, see that it's a lot of comments say hi.
William.
I think lots of your friends here, right?
Yeah, that's part of my team at innov3d.net. They're here to support me. Appreciate that very much, William.
So that's why I know that you don't have our printer, but you are here.
Yeah. Creality wasn't producing printers when I bought my first one, but you can bet that Ender 6 is in my shopping cart as soon as it's available.
Oh, did you Ender 6? Okay. Ender 6, you know that the size for the Ender 6 is not small.
Yes.
You have to prepare the place for it.
That's right. I've got a spot ready for it.
Yes. So for recently, you guys print something, but because I mean that I think you might some stay home but maybe have more time than before, right? So you guys maybe have something like this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some they ask when is the industry V2 shift. I think it's end of the June.
Yes.
And it's early than CRS SE 6.
Yeah, I think it's
CR6
before that.
SE.
Yes, before that.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Original.
Because for the CR6 SE, we are still in the campaign.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And today our topic is about how what do you print when you stay at home, and how do you print the PPE with the printer, with the Creality 3D printer.
Okay. So who will be the first one?
I think Casey.
Casey? And I'm not.
So most of my time's been spent actually with the face mask buckles. I have a local makerspace group here that has produced more than 8,000. I created one that had my company logo on it. That's been a huge help for all the healthcare workers. And then most recently, I've been designing the little end caps that go on the 3D printed face shield mask. This is my personal favorite.
Oh, cool! It's cool, very cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, and he printed 8,000.
8,000?
And we printed. Oh my god! We also sent some face mask back to the hospital, to our local hospital.
Yes. Yeah, you guys know that we did that maybe in February. That's 3 months ago.
Yes.
Yes, and then at that time it's our holiday. It's our New Year's holiday, so that's the amount that we try to do that at that time.
Yeah, for me, with that extra time that you were talking about, it was really important to find a way to give back to the community.
Yes. How about Stephen?
Yeah. Well, we've been kind of lucky here in Australia. You know, we've been watching all the news of overseas, and things haven't been anywhere near that bad over here, to the point where we're just starting to go from a restriction into opening up things bit by bit. So we had quite a long time where, you know, we were supposed to be mostly restricted to being inside, only going out for essential things. But we've been very lucky that we haven't seen the spread like other countries have around. So thankfully, as far as Australia is concerned, there hasn't been any call for any community printing of PPE or anything like that. It looks like it's well under control, to the point where now sort of outbreaks of 3 or 4 people being tested positive are making national news. So, you know, that's a great sign for us. And fortunately, we just haven't gone that far. So, yeah, I can't really comment on the PPE part because that hasn't hit us at all.
Okay. Yes. So how about one?
I got it. Yeah,
Yes.
it's been quite bad in this country with the pandemic. We have had quite a few deaths in this country caused by COVID-19. There is a lot of people printing the PPE stuff for it. We are just in stage 2. We're in stage 2 at the minute, and what's happening? They're starting to slowly lift the lockdown up. We can now go out for longer exercises, but it's still serious.
Oh, okay. So right now also slow already, right?
Yeah, they basically they turning around and saying that we've just got to be cautious.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Also in China.
Last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in China right now, I think the students also back to school or plan to back to school for for next week or maybe this month or maybe have the plans already to back to school. But you know what? For the student, really, they still just locked down until right now.
Yeah.
Everyone just stay at home and learning. So so I know that we will be well soon for this one right now.
Yeah, they're saying that they're not opening our schools back up till at least June now.
Yes. Okay.
And I think What do you print in when you stay at home?
Oh yeah. So besides the mask, so
yes.
anything you also, because you used to have more time right now. So anything you any big project for you guys?
Yes.
Steve or Vayen, I'll let you guys go first.
Right, I'll let you go first, Steve.
Okay, I'm up first, am I?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the main thing that I wanted to sort of show today is that I spend, I'm not like the other people that I've seen on the stream that have a dozen or so printers or a print farm or anything along those lines. I started off with a single Ender 3 Pro, and my sort of aim is to go as far with that as it possibly can. I sort of graduated from PLA up to printing ABS and the associated homemade enclosure that goes with that, and all the other parts that need to be upgraded to make that work. But that's kind of the good thing about the Ender 3 is that it starts off as a fairly capable platform, especially considering the price, and then you can add just about anything and everything for it. So I'm on the mobile here for the stream, so let me just unplug this from the charger. And a little bit of a show and tell. So I did a couple of demos for the stream today. As I switch to the back, I should go out a bit first. So that's my Ender 3 in the homemade enclosure. So some LED lights up top. And if we open the front up, you'll see it's got the standard camera. Well, not the standard camera, but it seems to be the standard camera.
What is it?
We lost
Okay.
Yeah, well, I want to make it but it doesn't work. Yeah, I want to make Stephen the full screen, but it doesn't work like.
Yeah, that's okay. And then just the hot end with a couple of fans, the BL Touch on the side, and change to the Creality glass bed, and then the stock screen on the outside so it doesn't overheat when printing ABS, and just another touch screen down on this side.
That's the upgrade you do that.
You'll notice there's a distinct lack of electronics under there because when you get into the high temperatures of ABS, everything has a habit of overheating. So if we go under the table here, there's the stock power supply over there with a Raspberry Pi 4 under there that runs Octoprint and a couple of plugins on that. And then I'm trying to do this smoothly so I don't make people sick. The main control board under there with a big cooling fan on it. So that's an 80mm fan on that to keep it all clean. But one of the things I prepared in advance for today was, if you ignore the bed leveling tool, we've got, that's a demo of printing in, I think that was 0.12mm layer height with PLA. But down here, a few examples of failing calibration cubes. So you'll notice these ones on the left. One of the corners or two of the corners have decided to peel up from the bed. And as we go along, interestingly enough, the same corner. Now, that's a great example of what happens when you have a fingerprint with the oils from your finger on the bed. Normally you'll see that edge lift up. As we go along, another whoopsie. Now, the problem with that was all of 0.05mm difference in the Z offset for the BL Touch. So I sort of deliberately put that out of calibration to have it too high, and that's the result. You can see not sticking at all. Correcting it, and you get, I'll try and get some better light on that. That's the first test cube. Now that one was, I think, either 60 or 80 millimeters a second print speed, and then slowing it down ever so slightly gives you the finish of that one there. I don't know if the camera's quite focusing on it, but to get to that stage, lots of hard work and lots of different test cubes. You can see one in the middle that I knew wasn't working out right from the start, through different materials, all the way until you get to the very last one here. Where are we? Right there. And if you can't quite tell, but with very square corners, the underneath that, I'll go to those questions in a second. The lack of elephant's foot down the bottom with offset and all along those lines. But that's, yeah, like I said, the difference between a failing print there and the cube on the right was a whole 0.05 millimeters. So level that bed. That's my main point out of all of this.
Okay, Stephen, I think someone have the question for you. So maybe you can, yes.
Can you write hardware to solve the problem that you explain? I think that might be a typo. Can you write how to solve the problem? A lot of it is trial and error. Like as soon as you get into printing your own, the offset for the BL Touch or the own mount, they've usually got an adjustment that can be anything up to 2 centimeters worth of adjustment. So all you really know is that your adjustment will be in there somewhere. And talking a little bit technical, I send the G28 command, which does an auto home, and then I think it's G1Z1, which brings the axis all the way down to the bottom. And first thing to look at is how far of a gap between the bed itself and the bottom of the nozzle. From then, you can start setting the Z offset, and you can do that either via the screen or via the M851 command in Marlin, and set the offset, do another G28 to auto home everything, move it back down to 0, look at the gap again. You end up getting to the point where you can visually see that there's no gap between it, and then you're into sort of sub-millimeter adjustments. So, you know, you'd be changing by 0.05 of a millimeter or less to get that enclosure right, and then it's test cube, test cube, test cube, test cube.
Is that right? I mean, yeah, it's a lot of you have to try a lot of time for the experience. And
I mean, the good thing is each time you do that, you're learning. So, you know, you get to know what your setup is, how it all goes together, what difference it makes. I think the first time I ever did it, I didn't understand the difference between a positive and negative offset, and ended up trying to print about 3 centimeters off the bed. So, you know, even I started somewhere not knowing what it was. And then it's just through doing things again and again and again and again, and seeing what difference it makes until you get to the point where, you know, now well, now's not a good time to use that as an example, because I'm just in the middle of doing a whole new set of profiles for my own printing. But 90% of the time, even with ABS, I can hit the print button and just walk away and come back, and it's on its way. So once you've got to the point where you're happy with all of that, you know, it's a lot easier than going through the trials every single time.
Yes, I know that for some beginner, they are not too much patient. They want to just they found a lot of problem, and then they just want to fix that in one time. But I also see that a lot of people say that no, you have to fix maybe just one problem for one time, or maybe one problem for 10 times, couples of times.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you see, and it's I'll admit I get a little bit frustrated looking through the groups because you see the recommendations. Oh, use a glue stick, use hairspray, use some magic product, use say a little prayer and light a candle next to your printer, that kind of thing. And the reality is, as long as the bed is level and clean, 90% of the time the print will stick. The best thing, and I'll just slide over here for a second. One of my best tools in the workshop, 1 bottle isopropyl alcohol. You use that with a standard lint-free cloth, and that's all you need.
I think that's one of the benefits about the 6SE, right? Is it removes some of that guesswork from someone who's trying to start out.
Mhm.
I mean, look, I'm lazy when it comes to it, so I want to get to the stage where I can hit the print button and not have to think. And part of that, like, yes, you can level the bed without a BL Touch, but the best way that I see is to think of the BL Touch like parking assist in a car, meaning it's not going to park the car for you, but it gives you more tools to be able to do what you need to do. Yeah, so I can tell you right now that the bed that I've got on that printer with the assistance of the BL Touch is less than 0.05 of a millimeter, so less than a quarter of a normal layer height, in variance between all 4 corners. So once you've got, again, a glass bed on there and you go through that, you can get very good variations or very few variations between the leveling of the bed. And, once you get beyond that, the BL Touch is not there to make your bed magically level. It's just a tool to guide you to do that properly.
Yes, I got that. Yeah. And I also see that Ryan Rockies tell me that he received our CR10S Pro, and that's the reason just now I mentioned that some guy just a beginner, but they don't know how to do that and they don't have any patience. So that he also gets our like the brand new printer, one of those, so that, and then he see that also it's easy to fix actually, but the guys that just do not have the patience. So yes, I will check the picture you send me later. Yes.
I mean, all those test cubes that I showed up on top of the printer enclosure, that was one night testing. So that was probably over the space. It's about 10 to 15 minutes per test cube. And yeah, that's all just in one night of adjustments. So like I said, I deliberately changed the offset to make a couple of prints fail. And all I had to do was change that offset to be out by 0.05 of a millimeter. And the print fails. So it is very important, but it is very difficult to start off with no 3D printing knowledge at all and then turn it into something that you can hit the print button and walk away.
The sticker. Oh, nice. You don't worry about the sticking. Oh, yes. So okay. So how about Casey?
So for me, with some of the extra time, I've been spending printing some novelty kinds of things. This is a model of the Mandalorian, real popular here in the U.S.
Mandalorian.
But not by our printer, right?
No, not yet. I'm getting there. But one of my friends has got 3 Creality printers, so I think I make up for it there.
Okay,
and that's all on my recommendation.
Okay, I got that.
We just hold a giveaway. You can join us.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. I'm always willing to take one for free. And my personal favorite though are doing multicolor prints. So I've got a Deadpool keychain. That's all on the same layer, multicolor prints. doing at one time, but this is not with a multi-extrusion printer. It's just with a process to lay down different colors at different times and then produce. So got some coasters. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, by the way. But my ultimate favorite is a model that we reviewed on the Innov website, and it's this forest dragon. It's printed in a rainbow PLA, a brown PLA, and a green PLA.
I like that.
That's going to be my entry for the contest, by the way.
But not with a Creality. You're never going to live that down.
That's right. That's okay. I'm willing to take that. You guys produce great products. Like I said, my first printer was before you guys were even producing them. But this community that you've built, these live streams, the way you engage the community has absolutely sold me. You guys are a great company. I'm looking forward to bringing one into the family.
Yes, I know that.
I do love my water bottle.
Yeah, the water bottle.
Yeah, I use it almost every day.
Hey, I don't know you don't have our printer. If I know that, I will send you the water bottle. And you want the T-shirt, I won't send you.
T-shirt's on its way. I haven't seen it yet.
You did not receive yet?
What's that?
I mean the T-shirt.
No, it hasn't come yet. It hasn't come in the mail yet. You have sent one, but I haven't received it.
Did you receive our T-shirt?
I'm still waiting for mine. It's not turned up yet. Our poster's not very good at the minute.
About the T-shirt, I can explain. Our biggest size is XXL.
Yeah.
We need to lose weight too.
Yes, I know that people complain that the size, especially today, this morning, complain that the size. Yes, why we do not send the biggest one? But I can tell you, we send you the biggest one already. Yes, but we also want to do the apologize, and then for the next time we will try to organize the size for all of you, because I know that people come to complain because they want to receive that and they want to wear that, right? And then we receive your complaint. We know that because you want to get that and want to wear that, and you are excited to wait for that. But when you receive that, see that, oh my God, I can't wear it. So I know you guys feel so upset about that.
XL is L.
Yeah. No, you know what? Extra L is L.
Okay. I come in the Creality and I can 10 kilo.
Oh, okay, 10?
Yes,
10 pounds?
Yes, and I was
XL.
I think XL
so
is
happy.
too small for some people.
Because you're working here, feel so happy, and then you feel getting weight.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
When can you show us your LD002R and what are you printing now?
I can. I'll just show you my printer now.
It's your new toys, right?
Okay.
Yeah, this is my new toy. This is my favorite Creality.
And he has become the moderator of the LD002R.
Yes, and I think he created also the washing machine. So is that done or yet?
And he also designed some washing machine and cure machine for us. But
Yeah, the wash and cure. Yeah.
Yes.
At minute, what I'm doing with the resin printers is making infinity mirrors. I'll just show you an example.
Okay, sure.
Right. It's here somewhere.
we come here.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, one screen.
Right. These are the.
He created the mirror. Yes.
Yeah. And this, I'll just come out of that. And this here is one insert that I'm working on to go in it.
Okay.
But a few things have gone wrong with it.
Thank you.
I'm learning with resin printers. If you're going to make stuff like this, you need engineering resin, because any small parts are going to be brittle. Because you'll probably be able to see there at top and bottom, there's a line straight across. That's too thin for standard resin.
Nice.
It started going a bit bored there. The other issue I am having, I'm finding, is, I'll just find it. If you look at the R, the centers fell out because the resin's too brittle. So you've basically got to use engineering resin to make it strong. But apart from that, it's not too bad. A few LEDs in that will make it look good.
Okay. And you asked when we sell the resin, and we recently have the plan, but we still need to consider the shipping company, 就是卖那个光固化的液体，要考虑运输。We have the plan to sell the resin and want to and to see if you want our Creality resin.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, basically that's all I'm using it for at the minute.
I remember you have, how many printers do you have? Creality.
Oh, Creality.
That question is not good for Casey.
Right. Casey's not gonna love this.
I'm good. I'm good.
I've got two Creality Ender 2s. I've got an Ender 3 Pro, the LD002R. So I've basically got about 3 Crealities, but altogether at the minute I've got 6 printers. But in about 2 weeks' time I'll have a total of 12 printers.
Okay,
nice.
I think you are very rich.
No, it's a good deal when you get them offered cheap.
Yes, it's a hobby for them. It's a good hobby.
Yes.
It's for people that they are spending the time right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in the, okay, I can share the screen so with format, and we can see. You can see the, okay, can see the very comments here. You can you? Okay. We can see the very comments here, and we encourage many people to like the comments.
Yep.
Okay.
Now,
yes, they are very good. I think they. Yes,
there you go.
There you go.
It's your print.
So now with that one, you can see the R's not fell to pieces.
Yes, good prints.
Man, I'll throw my vote in for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I think many people see the many good pictures, and when we have giveaway, and they send us most pictures to want to win the gifts. I think you are so smart.
But yeah, I would like to say hello to everybody in the resin group, and Wim, who is also a Creality volunteer, which we all know.
Yeah.
But I have got some questions coming up that I've been asked in the group, so we'll do them later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think can you tell us Vayen, can you tell us the difference between the resin printer and the FDM printer? How do you think about the difference and the advantage and disadvantage? Can you tell us?
Me personally, I'd recommend resin. I prefer resin printers because they're a lot easier to use for beginners.
Okay.
It's like I've only been using resin printers for about 2 weeks now, and I've had more fun with this than I'll ever have with FDM. But the only thing the difference with resin printers is it's about 4 times more expensive to use than an FDM printer because resin being so expensive. But apart from that, they are good printers. But there's not much really. There's not much what you call it difference. Oh, cheers. There's not. Cheers, buddy. There's not much difference between what you call it printing times with resin and thing. I don't think FDM, but with resin it's a lot easier. And I hate bed leveling. I cannot stand bed leveling. It's like I've had end of 2s and 3s about 6 months now, and I still can't level it.
Okay.
So for me, main differences between FDM and resin are really detail. The resin printers, you get a lot more detail and smaller items. Really popular with tabletop gaming community. The FDM, as Vayen said, is definitely less expensive and bigger build volume for the same price.
Yeah.
But I think application really has a big factor into it. For me, resin printing worked great for something that I was missing from my Lego group, some treads, where FDM wouldn't be able to print such small detail. But in larger format, things like the face shields or this forest dragon would just take a lot longer in resin because you'd have to break the model down into pieces and glue them all together, do some more post-processing. So I think it just is a matter of what application you're looking to use it for that'll determine which is the best. And I think you'll find that most of us probably end up having both anyway to be able to meet both needs.
Yeah, because it's like with me doing infinity mirrors, it's like I can't do the casings on resin, but you can do them on FDM. So it's like the resins are fine for if you're doing the inserts, but they're not good for doing casings because the build plates are just not big enough.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's it. You just can't compete with the resin printers for detail, like that fine, minute detail. There's no way you can do that with metal plastic, even if you go down smaller nozzle sizes. Like the detail that you can put in for resin is way more. I mean, if you get a line out of the 3D printer that's 0.2 millimeters wide, you're doing pretty well. Whereas, that's huge when you come into the resin space. Detail is way less than 0.2 of a millimeter is, that's normal. However, like you said, if you're trying to make a 10 by 10 centimeter frame or something even larger than that, you're going to have a lot of trouble on a resin. So, but then when you're making something that big, normally the minute details are not what you're going for. So it's all a bit of give and take depending on what you're actually trying to do. Like at the moment, a lot of the stuff that you may have seen from the enclosure that I showed, most of my prints are along the lines of containers, or like even just sitting next to me on the desk, it's a little there's a little Arduino, and you might just be able to see through the plastic. A row of LEDs through there. So if I can find something to plug it in here for a moment, through all my cabling, one moment. And when it boots and connects to Wi-Fi, and I don't have anything set up to do anything with it at the moment, but you can use that with automation, etc., and send different patterns to it, and that just powers off USB, and it all 3D printed and literally just clicks together. So for stuff like that, that's what the majority of use case for me when it comes to 3D printing. I haven't got into the minute details yet, but I can see that's in the future.
It reminds me of what you call it, an Amazon Echo Dot with LEDs around it.
Yep, kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
It's all using, I think in there's a D1 Mini. And in fact, because it is all PLA and it does just clip together, you can see the 3D printed lens. And that's just clear PLA. And the little strip of LEDs. And this might not come apart. Yes, it will. Just in there is, where's my camera on this phone? Right there, there is the little ESP8266 chip. So that's running some Arduino code.
MCU node.
Yep. I think that's the D1 Mini variant of it.
Yeah. And Alexander brings up a really good point. Sorry. Alexander brings up a really good point. Something we didn't talk about is, handling differences between the two. FDM, pretty straightforward. Maybe ABS you want in an enclosure because of the fumes, but for the most part, PLA, PETG, pretty safe to print with. But resin, definitely higher risk of concern.
Yeah,
you've got to use.
Never touch it with your skin because it will give you irritants, and it can, if it cures on your skin with sunlight, then you're going to have problems.
Yeah.
Plus, with a lot of resins as well, there's a lot of toxins in it. So it's like the fumes can do a lot of damage. So it is always advisable to wear protective equipment. Because it's like you said, there is a big risk with resin because it can cause damage to your skin, and it can cause damage to your airways if you inhale it.
Yeah.
I think they tell us a very good difference about the resin printer, and I think they have different purpose. Yes. If you want the detailed small, I think resin printer is great, and I think a big printer is our.
And I think the resin printer cannot do the color, right? Just based on the resin color, so you cannot make it colorful. I think.
I were looking on internet over there, and I did notice somebody's done some unicorn made with rainbow resin. It's all different color resins. So I don't know what that is, but there is also resin with glittering available, so you can make glittery stuff with resin.
I think we should tell our company to produce bigger resin printer. I think somebody.
But it costs a lot because the resin is not cheap.
Yes.
The technology is still being developed.
And somebody tell us you should print bigger printer.
Yes. I think they were looking for DR10 mass.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
The LD002, it's good for miniatures and small items, but if you're going to be doing larger items, you need an LD003 to get the big build. But even the big build, it's not there yet where it's big enough to do really big items in resin.
Okay. I wanted to ask them how, when do they know about 3D printing? How do you enter the hobby? Okay. Can Casey tell us first? Yes. How do you?
For me, I had a friend at work who had bought an old rep wrap, and I talked to him often. Been a maker all my life, just not with 3D printing. And he introduced me to it. Did some hunting around, very small budget. Like I said before, Creality was producing printers. That was probably about 3, almost 4 years ago. And since then, it's something that has absolutely consumed my downtime, what little I get between the working and my family. But what's great about it is I was able to use what I have a degree in, computer animation, in order to add some value to it. For me, this has always been about finding ways to develop or create things that either didn't exist or I had a need for, and there weren't a product already there for. So I spent time designing and developing. I use Fusion 360 as my main tool for that. But where you see the end caps on those face masks that I showed earlier, or the multicolor prints, those all stemmed from that background in 3D modeling. So this was a way to take my ideas that I had in the digital space and move them into the physical space, be able to put them in your hand.
Okay, I think when you buy print, you need to ask your wife.
She saw the value. She saw the value in the 3D printers when I created 2 pieces to fix some things in our home that they just didn't have pieces for.
Yes, that's the way you have to do that.
I think you should print some prints that good for the wife.
That
she can approve that.
Something that they consider. This guy is useful. This printer is useful for our family.
And for my wife, that's toys for my 3-year-old son. Printing toys for him is very, very useful.
Nice.
And I think we are very happy to invite you to join our live show, and we also encourage many our Creality fans to contact us with Corey, me, and Open if you want to join our live show, and we can talk not except the 3D printing. We can talk about our families and something, and it's a stage that talk about here, and we can and I think the Steve, Casey, and Vayen is our very loyal fans and watch our live show, and I think they get some gifts from yes 得到一些礼物，对。
You want to send them a gift?
No.
We're ready. Yes, definitely
I
ready.
just sent so many gifts today.
You are the
Just
gift lady.
the beginners are...
We are family. We are all in the Creality.
That's right, Gary.
And when I joined Creality, the Creality official user group have 27,000 people, members. And now we have
doubled.
Doubled people, and we thanks your support, and so we hold the giveaway every month, and invite our members in our groups to join our Creality live show.
See, the people ask you how to have a good discount, then they will come to support you.
We need to ask, I think, Sui.
Okay.
Our boss, another boss. I will. So we ask Sui to get the coupon this time. Every time I ask her to the gifts, he is use the 计算器怎么说 calculator to send to give the gifts.
So I have to be friends with you first.
Oh, Michael Ball say, is it a giveaway time? No, I just hold a giveaway. You can join our Creality officer group to invite your friends to join us.
Yes. For here, it's a lot of friends. We are already look. The name in the picture is very familiar.
Yes. And I think they support us from last year. We started the live show. July. Yes.
So until now, it's almost for 1 year. Yeah, almost close to 1 year.
Yes. And we hold the live show every day and give you different contents.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. I think I've only missed maybe 2, 3
love
total.
And you will going to get a Creality printer, right?
Of course, yeah. Like I said, Ender 6. I'm on top of the card as soon as it's available.
What does so there's a free Ender 6 on its way.
And the 6 Plus.
That was all me.
I also take broken ones. I'm great at repairs, so you can
Yeah.
feel free to send me any that are damaged or broken. I'll be happy to fix them up and get them up and running.
Okay, I think it's time to say
Are you okay?
goodbye.
Okay, sure.
Yes, I think thank you to support us this time. Vayen, Steve, and Casey, thank you to share your print and your printers. Thank you.
It's been an
It's
honor.
also
Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we always just typing, and you guys just answer us the comments, and it's also a very good time till we can communicate it directly.
It's definitely been an honor. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, fun.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. And
你可以先 end， 但是他们可能还没不会退出的。你
okay.
先 end。
Okay.
Yes。谢谢他们哈。
Okay.